Here we are with Saul actually bumping into Samuel. He comes up to Samuel thinking, well, here's a guy we can ask. Tell us where Samuel is. And it's Samuel himself. It's just amazing how the Lord can cross paths with the people that he wants paths to be crossed with. Amazing how the Lord can just so interject himself into our lives and cause things to just convene at the right moments in the right places for the right purposes. I have a lot of stories about that sort of thing from my life. This was back when I was pastoring in Chattanooga, Tennessee, Second Church that I pastored. And there was just this one night. It was getting somewhat late in the night, but I had this pressing sense that I needed to go pray, that I needed to go to the church, open the doors, turn the lights on, and spend some time praying. I didn't know why, but it just felt so pressing to me. So after doing what the typical human would do and explaining it away for a while and talking myself out of it for a while, finally I consented. I felt like it was very pressing, and I went to the church that night and I spent some time praying, and I prayed and I prayed. I didn't know what I was supposed to be praying about. It just felt life and death that I needed to do this. Something important was going to happen. So I prayed and I prayed and I prayed, and I just got to the point where I couldn't pray anymore. And I threw my hands up, shrugged my shoulders, and said, Lord, I'm not sure if that was it. I did what I could. I prayed. I think I'm done praying. It's time for me to go home. If I missed something big that you were trying to do in my life, Lord, I'm sorry, but I did what I could. And got in the vehicle and drove home. And on the way home, I see a guy on the side of the road hitchhiking. And I'm telling you the truth, I don't even remember pulling over. I just remember seeing the thumb, seeing the guy hitchhiking, and the next thing I know, I'm pulled over and I'm waiting for him as he walks up to the passenger side of my vehicle. And I'm like, what am I doing? How did I even get here? Lord, did I even make this decision to pull over? And not fully understanding what was happening here, the guy gets in and, where do you need to go? I'm in this now. This is not me. I don't pick up hitchhikers. I don't do this ever, but here I am picking up a hitchhiker. So where do you need to go? And the guy says, well, I need to go to, I believe it was Charleston, on past Cleveland, Tennessee. That was about 50 minutes to an hour from where we were. And I felt invested, so I agreed. Okay, I'll run you to Charleston, so be it. And we got to talking. And after some questioning, he found out that I was a pastor, a minister of the gospel, and he confessed to me that he was a pastor at one time too in his life, and that he had fallen away from it. And he had turned to the bottle, and I was like, well, yeah, I already guessed that part. I mean, I can tell you've got some alcohol problems. And then I just knew. I just knew the whole thing came together in that moment for me. And my memory's bad, so I don't remember exactly what I said, but it was something like this. Let me tell you what I think has happened here. I believe the Lord sent me to pick you up. I believe I was on a mission from the Lord to cross paths with you and to tell you that the Lord wants you to come back home. And there on that 50-minute drive to an hour drive, the man recommitted his life to the Lord, recommitted to start back to church. I didn't get the guy's number. I didn't follow up, so I don't know if he did it. But all I know is that was exactly where God wanted me to be in that exact moment. It wasn't an accident.